That's tough loss. I was really proud of the way our guys responded in the second half. I thought we competed at a high level. We had kind of maybe a 2-3 minute window where we kind of let the lead get away from us and got down 8-10, but then still responded and got it down to a possession game. But like I said, man, it was, I can sleep better tonight just knowing the way we competed. We just weren't able to get over the hump, and we exerted a lot of energy to get back in it and give West Virginia credit, man. They were on the ropes and they responded. The offensive glass in the free throw line was one of the things you'll look at for them, and they're a team that shoots about in the mid-50s, I think, from the line, and really stepped up and made free throws. And but we only turned it over 12 times. I just like the way we played in the second half, and hopefully that can give us some confidence to finish out the right way.
Both you guys, what was the difference between halves?
I think guys just played for each other. We competed hard, and I just think it comes down to trying to defend him and trying to finish the season off on the right note. Guys just stepped up defensively. I think we came out, got stop after stop after stop, made good plays on offense. Guys knocked down shots. So I just think just playing for one another, playing for this university, playing for these fans, because they've been there since day one, and they haven't wavered. So I just think that was the biggest thing.
Yeah, I think a lot of what just Prentice talked about. I mean, we kind of talked to halftime and knew we had to, fight and get back in it. And this is not how, we wanted to go out on senior night. So I think everyone just stepped up and started to play for each other and just, kind of got lost in the game a little bit, focused on, one stop at a time and one, getting one good offensive possession at a time. Some shots started to go in. So I think that was the biggest keys.
For both you guys, what was today like, knowing it'd be your last game here and then that you'd be addressing the fans afterwards?
I'm not gonna lie to you, today sucked. I woke up this morning and it was just, the feeling in your stomach is that this is your last home game, in college. You gotta sit with it all day long, until game time comes. You kind of just try to put it behind you, and play. But it was a rough day. It's a tough day. But what helped me is just seeing the way these guys compete. These young guys are relentless, and they're coming. And keep coming no matter what happens, because it would have been easy to fold and just lay down and let West Virginia do whatever they want to do, but it happened.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really hit me yet. It's kind of surreal. There's a couple of times today. My sisters, Micah, my sister, said some good luck and proud of you type stuff. That kind of had me in my feelings a little bit, I guess, seeing that. But, I just tried to focus on the game was the biggest thing, not get too caught up in the emotion of senior night and, just kind of worry about it afterwards and reflect on it once the season's over. But, yeah, I just try to stay focused on the game and what we were doing.
How hard is that, or can you even do that?
Yeah, you just kind of go through your normal routine. I guess obviously what's coming, but you just go through your normal routine and just try to stay with it. And, like I said a couple days ago, I'm not an overly emotional guy. So it was, it is tough. It is sad. It's one of those things that you think is never going to come, and then, it's here. So, stepping out into the real world after this. But, yeah, it's been a heck of a journey and wouldn't trade it for anything. So,
Mike, what did that 15 to 17 minutes of the second half, whatever it was, show you about this team?
It just shows, I think, that we have it in us, and we just got to find some consistency. I think is the biggest thing, as we talked about it all year. I think I really felt like guys that second half, like I said, got lost in the game. They're not worried about anything outside of one defensive possession and one offensive possession at a time. And I think that's a key for us, and especially with like we have some younger guys on the team, just making sure they're focused and locked in all the time, and understanding what it takes to like win at a high level. Is a skill I think you have to do special things at this level.
Mike, you went down with an injury early in the second half. What went through your head when you got that injury, and then how important was it for you to get back out in the court and finish off your senior night?
Yeah, I think the first thing was just, oh shit, this hurts. And then after that, it was just, I went back and had it looked at, and they said it's not broken. So the next thing was, can I get it retaped and try to, I was running up and down the hallway and zigzagging and doing slides, and I mean, it's senior night, and I thought we were playing well when I went out, and I was like, I'm trying to get back in there. And it's not, I'm not a guy that sits out, so try not to miss much. I don't think I've ever missed a game, so.
Prentice, you had a pretty good game shooting. I guess what worked for you tonight? Was it kind of the atmosphere at all or anything like that?
I just think staying confident. I mean, you can't really predict if you're gonna make shots or miss shots. There's been games I've had those same looks, they just haven't gone. So I just think staying confident. My teammates, we all got confidence in each other. If it was anybody else in that situation, I know they would have knocked those shots down too. So just staying confident in each other, and playing for one another.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Coach.
All right, guys.
Questions for Coach?
Steve, same thing I asked Mike, with that 15 to 17 minutes of the second half, whatever it was, what did that show you about this team?
Yeah, I just told him, that's probably the frustrating part about coaching is just, trying to get that consistency, every night. We showed glimpses of it. You go back to the Seton Hall game, you'd look at them, they go on and win their league. But it showed that when they compete the right way, the game's a lot funner to coach, and it's a lot funner to play, and it's a lot funner for the fans. That was a fun game to be a part of. I'm sick we lost because senior day, we speak afterwards, and so it's like the one game you're like, man, we need to win this one, so everything's great after the game. But it just shows that when we compete, man, and it's just rise up. Prentice made open shots, and Rossier, man, probably came off 40 ball screens, and kept attacking, and that's the frustrating part. It's just you just got to get that consistency, and so hopefully we go to K-State and play well, and like I said, Kansas City, it's been really good to us. They've only had 2 champions over the last since 2005. If you take Missouri out, so that's pretty impressive. So hopefully we can go there and play well.
You kind of touched on it there, but you talk about this game all year round, senior night, that when you do not come out on top, is it deflating, or what's the emotion for
it's
you
tough.
and those guys?
It's tough. To go stand out there after a loss, as a coach and as players, it ain't easy, but I think it tests your character. It's like I told the guys in the locker room, you're gonna fight with your wife, and your boss is gonna be hard on you, and jobs are gonna be tough, and everything's not gonna be perfect. 11 months ago we won a championship. Now you're speaking of senior night after a tough loss, and that's sports, that's athletics, but I love senior night. I love the videos. I love seeing the family stuff. That's what I'm about, and so that's why I think this program's kind of been reconnected with guys coming back from the 40s to the 70s, the 90s. That's why senior days like this, because they need to know how special they are.
There was maybe 3-4 minutes there, maybe longer, in the second half where were they playing at a pace in the half court offensively, you guys, maybe as best as it's been, I would say maybe all year?
Yeah, and I don't, that's the frustrating thing, it's just like against a team that defensively is pretty good. They're a top 10 defensive team, and that the stuff we ran in the second half may have been, we ran against Oklahoma State a little bit, but it was really good for us. Rossier was terrific. Prentice was good when he was in those situations, but the way they attacked it and moved the ball, it was a great scene, great possession. I don't know if Trey made it or missed it. I think he missed the 3 in the corner, but it was like, dang, that's the way it's got to move. That's the way you got to play, and then you got to live with the results. We did a lot of really good things. You look at how big that last play of the half is. It's an 11-point game. We rebound the ball. We run into each other. 6 seconds ago, we got a break to cut it to 9. All those things matter. Solomon Young, great free throw shooter. Rossier, great free throw shooter. Miss a couple down the line. They go 18 for 23. But you're right. I thought our pace was really good. We need to change sides of the floor more on misses and attack, and but that I think offense has to play at that pace, you know. And if you do, I think good things happen. But we got misses too. You know, we played off misses, but West Virginia makes you play every possession because it's the pressing, and you got to cut and move, and it wears you down. And I thought our guys were able to hang in there as best they could.
You called timeout with 44 seconds into the game. What did you need to get corrected right then and there?
We had two totally kind of bonehead defensive plays. Got posted up, supposed to jump baseline side and trap the post. We didn't jump baseline side. We didn't trap the post. Layup. Then Trey got beat by McCabe. Middle drive, layup, and then we had a poor offensive possession. So 0 for 3. You gotta. I think with this team, you gotta. I just sort of use 2 timeouts to try to use a third one. You know, because if the game gets away in the first half, what's the timeouts worth? And so, you know, I thought that was important to do that.
What clicked on the defensive end in the second half? You held them scoreless for, I think, the first 7 minutes, I think.
They competed. I mean, that's really it. I mean, we didn't do nothing different. You know, we trapped the ball screen at every now and then, but we pressured the heck out of the ball. We denied passing lanes. We rebounded it. We fought around in the post. You know, Sheboy got some big ones late, you know, on the glass. That kind of hurt us. But, I mean, they just competed. That's what defense is. It's just, I mean, West Virginia's not doing anything tricky. They just really pressuring the heck out of the ball, and they denying passing lanes. They overplaying everything, and so you gotta be able to make play after play after play against them.
Last question.
You answered this a little bit, but what did you see from Prentice offensively?
Well, it's great to see. I was sick we lost just because, man, I thought he really had a groove offensively, making shots, and it was great to see that tonight. And you know, you wish you could have carried that on to a win, but you know, I thought he took. In the second half, I thought he took really good shots. Where in the first half, I thought he took a couple of tough shots. Second half, I thought it was all really good shots and made tough plays. And so, you know, credit for him to really respond tonight. And Mike got hurt and was able to come back. Obviously, the physicality around the basket bothers us a little bit, just with size and things at times. But, you know, if we can compete like that, you know, there's a lot of leagues in the country. You got to win their conference tournament to get in the NCAA's. You know, if you kind of come up in the business, low major, high, mid major, high major, you've done that your whole life. And so we got to play well this weekend and then get ready for Kansas City. And if we can compete that way, then we'll see what happens.